When speaking of elite military forces, by far the first thing that comes to your mind is the Navy SEAL. Today we're looking at the top 4 watches worn by the Navy SEALs. And if they're tough enough for them, then god damn it, they're tough enough for you. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase and this is all things random, mostly watch reviews with some stuff sprinkled in between. If you're watching this video, it means that the next video is going to be a flamethrower video. I just got in my flamethrower. I am prior military. We'll talk about that in the video, but I just got my flamethrower in the mail. I'm super excited to do a review on that. So if you are into that kind of stuff, that video is coming up in the future, but hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. People are apparently having problems getting notifications for my videos, and let's go ahead and hop right into the list of the top 4 watches that the Navy SEALs wear. Or do they? I don't know. Supposedly they do. First one is going to be, of course, a Casio G-Shock, specifically the DW Dash 6640. Now this watch is going to be around $150. You can find it cheaper online on Amazon, but we'll just say $150 all the way around. Now this one is going to be in all black because of course it's got to be in all black. We're talking stealth forces here, right? Coming in from the water, coming up, you can't have any shine off your watch. So this one is going to be a black watch. This is going to be a G-Shock, so it's going to have that classic resin case, and this one's going to fit slightly larger on the wrist. The case dimensions for this are going to be 53 by 50 millimeters, so it is going to have quite a bit of presence on the wrist, but that's to be expected when you have a G-Shock. G-Shocks are not small watches. They're relatively large. They're known to be relatively large, but they're also known to be shock resistant and can take a nuclear explosion, so might as well wear it if you are behind enemy lines. Now this watch offers 200 meters of water resistance, has a stopwatch, timer, alarm, flash alarm, calendar, and the accuracy for this watch is going to be plus or minus 15 seconds a month. So when you're on that deployment for the next 6 to 9 months, you want to make sure your watch is accurate, and this one is pretty accurate. Now moving down the list, we're going to go to the most expensive watch, and it does in the name have Navy SEAL. This is going to be the Luminox Navy SEAL. Now specifically the one we're looking at here is in all black, again with white accents on the dial, so it's easier to read. This one is going to be slightly smaller at 43 millimeters, so it's going to fit like a normal watch. However, this Luminox watch has a story behind it. Now, the story behind it is always visible, self-powered on land, air, and in the sea. So, of course, it's got to be called the Navy SEAL watch. Now, why is it always visible? Well, that's because it has inside a illumination system that is self-powered for 25 years. It's legible through gas tubes for 25 years before they'll start dimming. It doesn't need the sun. It doesn't need anything. It will continue to stay illumined in those dark conditions, which is why it's a great watch and why it says always visible. Now this watch is going to be an analog only, so all the stopwatch functions and stuff like that is off the table. It is a time only watch. Swiss quartz movement, it does have a Ronda 515, so the accuracy is very, very good for that time only function. The case is Carbonox, which is their own type of material, and it does offer 200 meters of water resistance with a hard Lex crystal. I really think that they should have used something like a sapphire crystal for a watch that's nearly $500, but maybe they chose that hard Lex because it's more impact resistant for all of those missions. Don't want something shattering and breaking your watch. Now the next one on the list, I understand and don't understand why everybody in the military loves the Suunto Core. If you look at the reviews online, the Suunto Core is not actually that great, and a lot of people outside of the military don't like the Suunto Core. This is an all black, and I've done a video on the past of why I don't like the Suunto Core, but everybody still wears it, to include my sniper buddy that I went through the military with. He wore a Suunto Core, wasn't my forte. However, it does have a lot of functionality in it So let's go ahead and hop right into its functionality. Now this watch is going to be slightly bigger at 49 millimeters, and it does have an all black resin case. Now one of the things that's great about this watch, it does have a large LED display right up front. So everything is going to be legible. Now the options on the Suunto Core, I think, are what everybody loves about this watch. Now I know it's kind of glitchy, so if you can get a good one, then it's probably great, but if you can get a bad one, it's a nightmare. Now one of the things it does offer is something like an altimeter. So if you're going hiking, it's going to tell you what you are above sea level. It also has something like a barometer, right? The barometer is great because it measures barometric pressure. Now I've done a lot of long range shooting in the military, and barometric pressure, which means the moisture in the air, actually affects the round at long ranges. In fact, the barometric pressure will actually allow trace. Now, trace is the visible wake of a supersonic projectile as it travels through the air. Now, I know all this stuff because I went through all the training and I did all the stuff. Now, that is like, you know, you see the Matrix and they're shooting bullets. You can see that weight coming from the bullet. That's caused from the barometric pressure and the moisture in the air. You can actually see that when you're shooting like, you know, 600 meters, 1,000 meters, 1,400 meters. You can absolutely see the trace. That's how you follow, and that's how your spotter is able to see, you know, what you've hit downrange. So all that being said, it also offers barometric pressure. It also offers a standard compass, which is great for land nav, and it also tells you when the sunrise and sunset is, which is also important. However, if you are on a mission, you're going to know all this already because it's going to be in the briefing, but it's nice that it's also on your wrist. Now this watch comes in at about $400, so it's still cheaper than a Luminox. It offers a lot more than a Luminox, but just make sure you don't get a glitchy unit. Now the last one on the list is going to be, I thought was hilarious, is the Timex Ironman Triathlon. Now the Timex Ironman is something that everybody wore in basic training because that's the only watch they offered that you can buy at the BX. I don't know if you guys know, when you join the military, at least when I joined the military over a decade ago, now it's become a weaker military. That's a very long discussion. However, when I joined the military now 15 years ago, right, you would go in, they'd give you a card that would be preloaded with money that you'd have to buy your own supplies, right? Your own toiletries and stuff like that, couldn't bring your own. They preloaded your first paycheck onto a card, and you would go in, and I think it's an Eagle card or Eagle Star card or something like that, and you'd go in and you'd have to purchase all your toiletries, and you had the ability to buy a watch. Now, the only watch you could buy was the Timex Ironman Triathlon, and it's so funny because as a police officer now, I still know people who weren't even in the military who wear a Timex Ironman, and I just absolutely hate that watch. It does offer a lot of value per dollar, and I understand why people would wear it because it does have a lot to offer. Timex is a watch that, you know, is very well known for its accuracy and its durability, and the Timex Ironman also offers a lot for only $40. This one is in a resin case, acrylic crystal. Really, for $40, you're not going to get very high-end stuff, but it does offer a timer, calendar, multiple time zones, a countdown timer, alarms, right? All the basic functionality you'd see in that first watch I mentioned, but now it's $40. So if you are a person who wants to feel like a Navy SEAL and doesn't have any coin in their pocket, well, you can get the Timex Ironman and know that there's a Navy SEAL out there who has one also, and almost every single military member going through basic training also has one. Now, what do you guys think about this list? If there's anything I missed or anything you want to add to, leave a comment down below in the comments section. Now, I try to respond to every single comment in every single video. I have, I think, 400 and something videos out there, so I'll get comments all the time, and I try to respond to every single one. So if you guys want to add something in the conversation, leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. I have a watch giveaway, a Tissot PRX Automatic Powermatic 80. That is going to be a giveaway for 15,000 subscribers. That watch is coming in about a month, and I will be doing a review on that at 15,000. I will do a subscriber giveaway, but to be involved in the giveaway, you have to participate in the videos, right? You can't just come in. I'm not going to, if you haven't heard from me in a year, right, in the comments section, and I have a program that I'll be putting through an algorithm that gives me people who have been involved in the channel, right? So if you're involved in the channel, you guys are going to be involved in the giveaways, right? It's my gift to you guys who have stuck around and are participating. So continue that participation. I'll be doing that giveaway of 15,000 subscribers. It seems to be taking a long time to get there, but we're almost at 11,000. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I got a lot of videos coming out in the future, and I will see you in the next one.